love it when we are cruising like that on the lockdown breakfast at 39 minutes after 8. It is Jimmy, Lulu, and Bongo Muffin and Robbie Jensen, where they are saying, where they were saying, slow featuring Mark Goliath and Robbie Jensen. How are you doing this morning? It's a very interesting morning for me. I think sometimes the interest is always created by what is happening on the news headlines. Lots is happening there. So, you just always wonder, Uguti, how should I start my day? How should it be? It's the lockdown breakfast on Homegrown Radio. I am Mandy J. I'm with you up until 11. It's 8:40 now. Let's go straight into your headlines. Starting here in South Africa, where South Africa's Zulu Princess Thembi says, people think we are murderers. South African princess has denied rumors that Zulu queen, who died only a month into her reign, was poisoned by the royal family. People think we are murderers, Princess Thembi told local media on Sunday amid a bitter family rift over who will become the next monarch. Queen Mantombi, 65, became interim leader last month after the death of her husband, King Goodwill Zwelithini. Days after her death of an unspecified illness, a legal challenge is underway. A handwriting expert has reportedly been brought on board to try to prove that the signature on the king's will was forged as his daughter's from his first marriage content. Their mother, Queen Sibongile Dlamini, has taken her fight to the throne to Pietermaritzburg High Court, where she is demanding a 50% share of his estate plus sole recognition as the only legal wife of the late king. The king of the 11 million strong Zulu people left 6 wives and 28 children. King Mantomfu was named regent because she was the only wife with the royal blood. Her brother is King Mswati III of Eswatini. French court asked to drop Rwanda genocide case. Going straight to Rwanda, let's hear what's going on there. A prosecutor in France have asked magistrates to drop legal proceedings against 5 French military officers linked to a massacre of ethnic Tutsis during the Rwanda genocide of 1994. Investigators said they found no evidence of complicity by the French peacekeeping troops. They had been accused by survivors of abandoning Tutsis in the Bisasoro region, leading to a massacre by ethnic Hutu extremists. In March, a major French report concluded that France bore serious and overwhelming responsibility linked to the Rwandan genocide, but cleared it of complicity. Some 800,000, mainly ethnic Tutsis, were killed in just over 3 months in 1994. And in Somalia, before we go to Algeria and Congo, let's see what's happening there. In Somalia, court sentences of Al-Shabaab commanders to death. Somalia's non-eastern semi-autonomous Puntland regional state has sentenced 5 Al-Shabaab militants to death. The 5 convicts were identified as Mohammed Hashi Mumin and Abdul Kadir Ahmed Umal, Muhammad Ali Aweki, or Muhammad Abdullah Ayele, and Kasim Yalanin. To Radio Daslan's website, that's what they said. The chief of the Puntland Military Court, Colonel Ali Shai, said the 5 were found guilty of carrying out attacks targeting government officials. The convicts have 30 days to appeal against the sentencings. On the 23rd of April, the same court sentenced 8 Al-Shabaab militants to death for carrying out killings and explosions in parts of Modag region. Now let's go to Algeria, where the Algerian president urges dialogue over economic crisis. The Algerian president Abdel Majid Tebboune has urged his government to open a dialogue with different social partners as unrest continues over the economic crisis in country. A government statement said Mr. Tebboune had told his cabinet to engage more widely to find ways to improve the lives of employees in education and health sectors. Algeria is preparing for legislative elections in June against a background of regular street protest over the government's failure to address unemployment of 15%, soaring prices, and food shortage. In DRC Congo has declared end of latest Ebola outbreak. The Democratic Republic of Congo has announced the end of the latest outbreak of Ebola that killed 6 people. The declaration comes 3 months after a resurgence of the disease was reported in North Kivu in country's eastern region. The World Health Organization noted the announcement in a tweet on Monday. In a statement, the UN's Children's Agency, UNICEF, said a quick response by the authorities and partners had helped contain the outbreak. It's noted that this was the 3rd outbreak to have hit the country in less than a year. Before the latest outbreak beginning on the 7th of February, the country had announced the end of its 11th one, which claimed 55 lives out of 130 cases in about 6 months. In the latest outbreak, 11 people became infected and 6 people died, according to UNICEF. We wish the families strength who have suffered the loss of their loved ones due to this disease that has taken DRC Congo by hostage. We continue to pray strength to the families and all those that are affected. It's 8:46 on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast. I am Mandy J and I'm with you up until 11. Can you believe it? How is your morning? Let us celebrate a new month, the month of May. It's being Africa Month with Sun L Musician featuring Nobuhle, where they are saying Never Never. I love it mabethi engikhumbuza never never uyishaye izule, because it should be like that. Music it should take you somewhere 8 minutes before 9 on the lockdown breakfast on Homegrown Radio at Mandy J, and you are tuned in to a station that plays 100% fresh talents, and also plays you 100% African music. Can you imagine? Have you ever heard of such? It's a gift, I tell you. We are now looking at our talking points on a Tuesday, where we say hashtag choose you. So this month, May, it's all about us as Africans, where we are celebrating Africa, you know, and I now have to. I was just like thinking, why do we celebrate Africa? Why do we have? I mean, in May, there's also Africa Day. Now, why do we celebrate Africa Month? Obviously, there's a lot of beautiful things that one must celebrate. But kahle kahle nje, why Africa Month? Uyabona? So I was like, no, I need to go to ngithukucobelela kancane knowledge, yabona, so that I celebrate in truth, because for me, I think those are the things that have a meaning. Was, if you know why you're doing something, if it has a meaning, then you do it well, you know. So the month of May is recognized as Africa Month, a time when the continent of Africa commemorates the founding of the Organization of African Unity, EOAU. The establishing the Organization of Africa Unity, OAU, in 1963, the African continent became pioneer, being the first continent to focus on continental unity and to encourage nation building through unity and freedom from oppression. I think continent unity, I mean, that's it for me. I'm ready to call it a day and say, you know what, continent unity is everything. It's important for us as Africans in the continent to not think of ourselves as separate. We are one, you know. Now, it is in celebration of this milestone of the OAU and its successor, the African Union, that the Department of Arts and Culture, this is the South African Department of Arts and Culture, will host a series of events to celebrate Africa Day on the 25th of May and throughout May for Africa Month. So that's what you and I can do to celebrate Africa Month. We can attend events, you know, and make sure we educate ourselves about sazi ukuthi yini Africa, khonani Africa, kwenziwani, khonoba, and stop the hating. Yet even before 1963, many initiatives were taken by Africans, both from the continent and its diaspora, for Africa to regain its rightful place in the world. And this is important. South Africans are also found amongst those earlier generations who made enormous contributions towards this effort. The speech by Pixelka Isaka Sema in 1906 on the regeneration of Africa would be echoed by the generations that followed and enhanced through a number of initiatives aimed at the decolonization and regeneration of the continent. Africa Month also seeks to increase the appreciation and demand for its arts and culture, goods and services, and to stimulate competitive markets for trade among African countries. I believe that, my brother, you and I, this is what we should focus on. We should focus on the continent unity. I like that. I think I really, really like that. Continental unity. We should continue focusing on being one as Africans and making sure we are supporting one another, we are buying local. But we're still going to continue with our conversation. For example, what is it that you cook on Africa Month? You know, are you paying attention about that? To that, are you being intentional about that? You know, do you know Africa at all? Do you know anything about it? And also, there are some strange facts that I came across of things that happen in Africa. Unbelievable. You know, there are some countries that have no private radio station. Can you believe that? Which country is that? Stay tuned in so that you'll know what I'm talking about. At 2 minutes before 9 on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast. Thank you for tuning in. I am Mandy J, and I believe it's a happy day. That's why I'm playing you Sakodi featuring Kayumi Eugene. But happy day to you.
My sending your coupon WhatsApp, we really go reply Tuesday. Me that's what think we man mean with you, that be the taste of grace. I see me so bolona men no more better than any ace of spade. Then she ran around for create some space, cause it gets some weight. Bug my willing James. I'm on movie says he come back with some more than a yak, come on Monte. Say a swim na me be a nipper beer to men and by a trim my main train. We won't pay via near Canada and the Akoda, not didn't change. Then I'm saying she was this is just what my sensation and me pecanzo.
Everybody give glory. Yes, so when I'm your mini nanny, how do I mean? See your baby, it's the other baby. Jojo, I give you praise, oh bro. Jojo, you deserve all the glory, bro.
You know I used to put the blame on God. Now me mama Tom Force, but still I me pray Tom Ford. I feel na me hunya wonya me ya mama no for try comport. Cause madam for na woye da be. Ne mama ne papa will be and I will turn jot. We are dear my yet chain ne port. Me kai me the J mo she ne go abanso. Bampenye ne fuo so ka sembi. So when pada se ni bia ho onenso. Yes me ne aban ne wo wentwi. Na se dum so buy na me kan ya. Inflation crash on me boss. In the end there se me da kan name na me mba be ko school free dia. And me tuche mama mo fa me born in cheme na na to aso.
Everybody give glory. Yes, so when I'm your mini nanny, how do I mean? See your baby, it's the other baby. Jojo, I give you praise, oh bro. Jojo,
That make you never fear.
you deserve what the glory, bro.
Charlie, punko to gena kompai boom. Ebiana bibi wo ha wo pese wonya mesesa wo bra boom. Obrani yesuku anka wonu paka waka wo saitom. Forget ni panado ye bi na wo be ya ye ne wo dom. Omo pese ye damudu ko wo mbo mu ni mu ni ye wo cause ye be pape. Na ya start ediasa na saboni nkuma sase. Twa wona ase na wa pass negativity call the bana wakati. I want member for him a doggy. To wadwimo na kodanya me be sort. Nya yo ho wa hye da we ni mu no matter say we ni boss pa one time we be shock.
You see the vibe and the control, and now the blessings that flow, yeah. Thank you, Mary, yes. Someone bamboo, dear madam, Shamini, and Bam. Thank you, Mary, yes. Someone bamboo, dear madam, Shamini, and Bam. Rockstar, I give you praise, oh bro.
The battle is still the Lord's. G on the mix.
This homegrown radio station was born out of a Leadership 2020 radio training program called I Was Born to Speak on Radio, a 10-part training program designed to build, develop, and mentor new talent. During lockdown 2020, radio enthusiasts responded, stood up, and said, I want my talent to be developed, and joined a dynamic radio training program held online. Today, they are on-air personalities and co-founders of their own radio radio station, Homegrown Radio. Watch the future unfold itself. Follow Homegrown Radio. If you want to join the radio training program, visit www.leadership2020.co.za and register today.
Hi, my name is Poko Langani, and I was a part of the I Was Born to Speak on Radio training by Leadership 2020. I was super impressed with this training. It helped me to move from a place of doing things haphazardly to being more coordinated, knowing what needs to happen, at what time, and why things are happening. We were taught on how to be on-air personalities and also behind the scenes to be able to put our content together. So if you really want to get on radio and you believe you have what it takes, I suggest that you sign up for this program. It is going to help you. It's going to upskill you. There's things that people always assume we know. I mean, nobody tells you these things, but this kind of training is exactly what you need. You'll be taught every single thing, and you will get practical training on how to improve on the skill that you feel you have already. So sign up, good luck, and we'll see you on radio.
Homegrown Radio, brought to you by Leadership 2020. Ekaya, my home.
I hope you are feeling happy after all that happy music I just played you there. It is a Homegrown Radio. It's the lockdown breakfast. It's 3 minutes after 9 on Homegrown Radio. Good morning and welcome to it. If you've just tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. We are looking at May as our month, Africa Month, where we celebrate ourselves as Africans. And of course, lockdown breakfast, it's a breakfast show. So we definitely talk about food. What is it that you are having on specific days, like on important days? I know that people make an effort, when it's a special day. I am Mandy J, and I'm with you up until 11. Believe it or not, we are together for that long. Now, I am quite interested in sharing with you dishes, African dishes that you can have. Now, these are not dishes that, at least I'm not used to this one. So that's why it's interesting for me to share ukuthi hayibo abantu la ngaphandle bayadla yazi badla yonke inhlobo yokudla. Yeah, so let's start at number 5. It's chai and mandazi. This is an African breakfast that is particularly common in Eastern Africa. Mandazi, also known as it's known as a mahamri. It's a special kind of a donut that is made with addition of ground cardamom seeds. Mandazi is best accompanied with masala chai and Indian tea that has spices infused. So this mandazi now, it looks like it's shaped like uroti. Yeah, in South Africa, that triangular Indian delicacy which has curry inside. Sometimes it also has a potato. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that I shouldn't have. At number 4, pap and akara. Pap and akara is a Western African breakfast delicacy. Akara is made from peeled fermented beans mixed with spices, onions, pepper, and deep fried. Pap, on the other hand, is made from maize. Pap is like custard and made sweet. Akara goes well with a lot of things and can even just be eaten as a snack. Making of akara straight from scratch may be stressful, but there are now numerous well-made powders that you can employ to get the goodness of akara in your few easy steps. So at number 4, that's what we have for our best African breakfast ideas. 5 of them that you can try out during Africa Month, to really embrace what you are African. At number 3, it's kinki. It's a Ghanaian breakfast food. It is quite heavy, I don't know. I thought the pap and akara for a morning was quite heavy, but hey, I'm telling you, in Africa we really go deep. So this one apparently it's quite heavy, and it can be eaten for lunch and dinner as well. Kenki, also called dokuni, is made from corn and eaten with pepper and sauce and big fish, usually tilapia. Heavy breakfast can tend to slow you down. I think so too. I think so. I just start my mornings light, because now if I start heavy, so a heavy breakfast can tend to slow you down. But then again, Africans, they work very hard. So yeah. So if it's in large amounts, but when the proportion is gotten just right, they allow you to be satisfied for longer and focus on all the tasks that one has at hand. And I think this is the African thinking. So at number 5, we've got the chai and mandas that are like a donut, and pap and akara, exactly, pap and kin ke, which is very heavy. It's a heavy Ghanaian breakfast. And at number 2, we've got rivers. Provers are versatile South African sausages that can be combined with different dishes and had for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. A lot of people like sausages, and so mavors are certainly something that every African should try at least once. Those are delicious, eh? They can be served with scrambled eggs, bread, like an American hot dog. The choice is all yours. Wow, I'm feeling hungry now. I mean, reading all of these breakfast ideas that we can have as Africans really make me hungry. Now, at number 1, it's chips mayai, is a French fries omelette. I don't know what to say. The chips are fried first until crispy before addition of whiskey eggs to the pan. Chips mayai can be eaten plain or with a sauce. When made well, chips mayai taste as good as it looks, and it's certainly more filling than plain chips. So basically, you tata ama fries, uwa mixe, neqanda, uhlanganise ndawonye. This is a breakfast idea, chips mayai. It's another breakfast. That's what we have at number 1. So these are the top 5 ideas of a breakfast, an African breakfast, that you and I can try out this month of Africa month, this month of May, and then we'll see how it goes. When we come back, you and I, we're gonna test our knowledge and see how much do we know of Africa. We say we are Africans, we love Africa, but how much do we know? It's 9:10 on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast. I am Mandy J, and I'm with you up until 11. It's Youngster Cape Town 1000 mistakes we all make. Good morning to you. How are you feeling?
I'm going to Charlemagne. A girlfriend of mine just recently passed away. So if I fail once, then I just have to start again. I'm Musa with the Red Sea because we parted ways, and now I'm separated from my lady Marmalade. It's all business, no play, so it didn't work. I didn't party with her, I'm kind of an introvert. I take apart the beat and create a masterpiece that's beyond belief. I am far past elite. I feel like I'm supreme, a young OG who's living in a time machine, and cash rules everything and makes sour cream. The mother city is the kingdom where I found the queen, like a sunflower seed. And plus she had a wedding gown on, still ghetto, so I call a lotus river flower bomb. I pay my soul on these verses, but still keep the crown on. And to call myself a king, it just really sounds wrong. I wrote the song in the early hours. Our women don't like that there's a lot of girls around us, a lot of fish, and now they all wanna hang on the rod. It sounds odd when I tell her it's part of the job. Messages from Mother Kunna, she found a clum. I tried to justify it, but it just sounded dumb. Swipe left, Lani mode activated. I know what I'm worth and I don't need to validate it. Hustle money, cash payments for the tax evasion. My rap accent has the masses fascinated. And if you've been broke, then you'll know how to relate. And that's the reason why the people keep shouting my name. My brain looking like all the clouds in the vape as I tally up a list of my 1,000 mistakes.
And I don't always know the right
say, and I'm supposed to be a wordsmith. Some role model I am. I'm sorry that I'm not perfect. I make so many mistakes, 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 yeah. I made so many mistakes, 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 yeah. I made so many mistakes, so many mistakes, so many mistakes, so many mistakes, yeah. Yeah. How do I begin the story? How? Tea and sisters on a Sunday morning? I think your welcome has been overstayed. The love is gone, but it took long to go away. She loves me not, I'm pulling petals off the whole bouquet. I'm in the ocean, but it's feeding like a snow volcano. This was a verse that I just wrote today. The shit that you consider dope is what I throw away. Sellotaping pieces of my lyrics to a broken page. But now I shred it and I watch the pieces blow away. You're taking my identity to make it yours, but I am the original, I'm Jason Bourne. I am so grateful for the blessings, Lord, but forgiveness is the only thing I'm begging for. I keep the scale doing balancing acts, cause if you hear me rap then you'll get a panic attack. You making loans and you breaking codes. You playing with my empire like it's the Game of Thrones. Fuck your day job, I'm a work of art. Me and your favorite rappers are worlds apart. I turned around and saw a tale of broken hearts. I'm building something bigger than myself or Noah's Ark. A crazy genius, young Napoleon Bonaparte. I'm underrated, so I overcharge. And I don't always know the right things to say. And I'm supposed to be a wordsmith. Some role model I am. I'm sorry that I'm not perfect. I make so many mistakes, 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 yeah. I make so many mistakes, 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 yeah. I make so many mistakes, so many mistakes, so many mistakes, so many mistakes, yeah.
You see? So in certain ways you are it's difficult. I guess always
and hustle on Homegrown Radio. Ekaya, my home.
Don't miss a show. Catch our previous shows on our Facebook page at Homegrown Radio.
Ekaya, my home.
Homegrown Radio.
Don't miss a show because I am watching you. I'm gonna come and fetch you from wherever and ask you why you are missing a show when you can catch up on Facebook, because we're streaming live on YouTube, we're streaming live on Facebook, and you can also download our app. So why would you miss a show? You can also stream us live on our live stream. So why would you miss a show? Why would you do that? Why would you miss the lockdown breakfast on Homegrown Radio, coming to you live on the Centurion, on the Homegrown Farm in Centurion in South Africa, down in South Africa, down in South Africa. We are now playing a game. What is this game called? This game is actually for kids, so I'm being fair here. I'm also gonna test myself, so both of us are gonna go through this game. How many questions are here? There's 10 questions here, and I'm not gonna cheat. It's a quiz, I can't cheat. And here goes. Wow. Which is the largest country in Africa? The options are Nigeria, Algeria, Ethiopia, South Africa. So what's your answer? My answer is Nigeria. I think it's Nigeria. Which is the most populous country in Africa? Populous. I'm relating it population. Populous. So the options are Egypt, Kenya, Nigeria, and Tanzania. I'm going for Nigeria. Which is the smallest country in Africa? Yeah. This one is tricky. Cabo Verde, Djibouti, Seychelles, Togo. Jesus. I mean, I've only just heard of Seychelles. And I know Seychelles when it's related to Amaholit. Yo, I think I'll go with Doha. How many countries are in Africa? 54, 44, 34, 24, 54. What is the largest? What is the name of Africa's largest city? So Cairo, Lagos, Kinshasa, Johannesburg. So if Nigeria for me is the largest, then Lagos is. How many countries does the Nile River flow through? I haven't the slightest idea. 5, 8, 11, 14. So I'll go with 5. 5 sounds reasonable. Which country has a coastline along the Atlantic Ocean? Damn. Somalia, Mozambique, Senegal, Tanzania. Yes. Let's go with Mozambique. Which African country borders both the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean? Cameroon, Kenya, Mozambique, South Africa. Woo! Let's go with South Africa. Which one of these African cities is not a capital city? Is not a capital city. Johannesburg, Lusaka, Algeria, Harare. I don't think Johannesburg is a capital city. I think Pretoria is a capital city. I'm telling you. Which of these countries is a landlocked country? Ghana, Lesotho, Namibia, Tanzania. I believe landlocked. Lesotho is landlocked inside South Africa. So I'm done. I hope you're done also. How did you do? You know what? Let's take a music break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you how I did on that one. I mean, I must save all the good times. Let's play Ukidi. This guy also offers us enjoyment. Say cheesy is coming together with Kumai, Eugene, Bati Ohema. Let's enjoy that on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast, 19 minutes after 9.
The way I love you now, nobody go feel love you like I do. Damn it, double it, yeah. Then they talk say you do me juju. The way I love you now, nobody go feel love you like I do. Damn it, double it, yeah. Then they talk say you do me juju. That's whatever go happen, eh? Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, never go happen, eh? Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, give me my alumbo. Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, give me my alumbo. Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, never go happen, eh? Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, hey, what? Again, say, baby, again, say, again, say, baby, again, say, Minisika Coco never show. Make sure what do I bring you now. Check it out, yo. And I go love you even though they hate you. My mommy don't even see you now. Check it out, yo. Them say you do me like mumu. I don't know what to not go do. I be your Scooby Doo sugar. Them say you do me like mumu. I don't know what to not go do. I be your Scooby Doo sugar. Whatever go happen, eh? Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, never go happen, eh? Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, give me my alumbo. Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Give me my alumbo. Oh, you man, we never wanna go. Oh, you man, against any world. Because baby, against any. And then what's about go happiness? Oh, you man, me the wanna go. You wanna happiness? Me the wanna go. Oh, you man, you be my alumbo. Me the wanna go. Oh, you man, you be my alumbo.
I love it when I get introduced to new sounds. I love it when I learn new things. Like this morning show, I'm learning a lot about our continent. It's amazing. I hope you're also learning just as much as I'm learning. It's 23 minutes after 9 on the Lockdown Breakfast on Homegrown Radio, coming to you live all the way from the Homegrown Farm. Have you ever known? Did you ever know? Did you ever think that radio iyohlangana ne-farm? Well, let's go back to our quiz. The results are back from the auditors, and I got 60%. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this one was a surprise for me. Which is the largest country in Africa? I think I'm going to research this one. I don't know. I think I disagree with this one. Apparently, the answer is Algeria. I'm just not going to. I'm not accepting this one. I'm not accepting it. And then, which is the largest country in Africa? Well, this one I didn't know. And it's Seychelles. I went with Toho there. What did you go with? What did you go with? And then, how many countries does the Nile River flow through? I went with 5 because also I wasn't sure. It's not sure. And then the answer is 11. And then this one also. Which country has a coastline along the Atlantic Ocean? Apparently I went with Mozambique. The answer is Senegal. But it's good. There's still a lot to know about our continent. So I'm happy. There's still room for improvement. So I must work hard. I must travel all 54 countries so that I will know these things intimately, not just from my textbooks. Because anything you know from a textbook, you tend to forget. Yeah. So now, I don't know. Hey, I couldn't believe this. I came across this on Twitter, Africa Facts Zone, and they were saying this, and they were saying, Wuti, there's a country, and you must guess this country with me. There is a country, apparently in this country, there is no private radio station. It's like Koni SABC Pel. There is no locally owned private television station either. Again, Koni SABC Pel. There is no ATM. Aibo. Like there's no ATM. Which country is this one? And it's in Africa. And the people need to apply to the local government to get a SIM card. Huh? And I wonder how long that takes. Now, people can withdraw above $330 in a month at banks. Yeah. No, I think you check it out. What country am I talking about? This country has no private radio station. It's important that you check it out just in case you want to visit this country. So you need to know that this country has no private radio station. This country has no locally owned private TV station. This country has no ATM. And people need to apply to the local government to get a SIM card. and people can withdraw above $330 in a month at banks. Yeah. Let's take Uloyiso Inhliziyo featuring Langa Mavuso whilst we guess ukuthi what country is this? It's 27 minutes after 9 on Homegrown Radio.
Gobang sagwazi ukuyiphatha kahle thatha inhliziyo unike omunye ngoba mina ngisakwazi ukuyiphatha kahle. I didn't know what I had, until I lost it. I'm so damn stupid. Girl, I love you. Oh, you were there, you were by my side, you were on my mind. I didn't trust you, but now I see why you left me here. Ooh, God, baby, I'm low. Ooh, God, I've been trying, really trying, baby. I know you're crying, all this lying, baby. Thatha inhliziyo unike omunye ngoba ngisakwazi ukuyiphatha kahle. Oh, thatha inhliziyo unike omunye ngoba ngisakwazi ukuyiphatha kahle. Oh, baby, listen to me now. I should have treated you so much better. Oh, but I'm so damn stupid. Girl, I love you. Oh, you were there, you were by my side, you were on my mind. Oh, I didn't trust you, but now I see why you left me here.
Homegrown Radio Lockdown Breakfast, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Oh man, zakhala izinsizwa uloyiso lapha benolanga mavuso ethi thatha inhliziyo yami akasakwazi kwenza lutho bayabalisa akukho right uma insizwa zibalisa akukho right futhi ke nathi bantu besimame masibalisa shuthi nje akukho right abantu othandweni mabebalisa akubelanga sikhalisane othandweni, especially if it's a beautiful Tuesday morning like this one, if it's a new month, if it's Africa month where we are focusing on Africa continental unity. Sifundile kuseni ukuthi khona into ekuthiwa i-continental unity. So akukho right besikhala so but ke sesinqoma amaphimbo hayi kona cha bacula kahle impela hayi khanjiwe. 34 minutes after 9 on Homegrown Radio. It's the Lockdown Breakfast with myself, Mandy J. We are looking at a tweet that was shared by Africa Facts Zone, where they shared these unbelievable but true facts about a certain country. I did ask you to guess what that country is. In this country, there is no private radio station. There is no locally owned private television station. There is no ATM. And people need to apply to the local government to get a SIM card. And if you want to withdraw above $330 in a month, you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot do something like that. What is the name of this country? This country is definitely in Africa. It is a neighbor to Ethiopia and Sudan. This country, it's called Eritrea. That's what this country is called, Eritrea. It's a small country. It has a population of about 6 million people, but it has 11 official languages. And, that's the type of country that I was talking about. I think if 6 million people are living there and they are fine with these rules, then you know what? You can visit it there because it's located on the Red Sea. So you might want to see the Red Sea. It's the country of the Horn of Africa. Now the Horn of Africa is a region of the Eastern Africa. Ne? So it's on the Eastern Africa, on that region. So yeah, that's what we were talking about before the break, to say, Haibo, there's a country engenayo ATM. I think I must visit it. Maybe I must stay, I don't know, somewhere across and visit for a day and experience and see what's going on. But for now, let's continue with the show and look at how we can celebrate Africa Month. How can we do this? How can we make sure that we are serious about this? If we have a month where we need to create an awareness, that we do so. I suppose we can buy local. Let me know. So what we consume is African made. We can learn, and this will do a lot of good for our families, for our generations to come. We can learn more about Africa through books, music, movies, all the internet, and food. I think I've learned a lot about the continent through Homegrown Radio, and there's a part of me that will always be grateful for this experience. We can contribute to the economy by being an employee or employer or volunteering. So you make sure that you are contributing one way or the other to the economy. And we can also attend events, especially Africa Month events, where we'll know the history of this day, why we have this day, and so on and so forth. And we can also spread love, communicate through social media, hashtag make love to Africa. Hashtag make love to Africa. That's what we can do. We can make love to our continent, say positive things about our continent, believe in ourselves, believe in our people, have faith. Kubantu base Africa. That's why Homegrown Radio plays 100% African music.
California is 1,000 miles away. Had to speak to Mama before she took me away. Fears in the tears that she cried on that day. If a boy wants to feel, he's gotta hide or run away. Now I'm way off track. This weight on my back got me bleeding. I'm through with that balancing act I've been keeping. Gotta run away, ooh, run away, ooh, run away. When it all gets too heavy, run away, ooh, run away, ooh, run away. And your heart just ain't ready, oh. California is 1,000 miles away. I couldn't speak to Papa. Tell me, what does that little boy say? Fears and the tears, they subside, 'cause I'm a man. If a boy wants to feel, he's gotta hide, but it hurts him so bad. Now I'm way off track. This weight on my back got me bleeding. I'm through with that balancing act I've been keeping. Gotta run away, ooh, run away, ooh, run away. When it all gets too heavy, run away, ooh, run away, ooh, run away. And your heart just ain't ready. This weight on my back got me bleeding. Now I'm through with that balancing act I've been keeping. Run away, ooh, run away, ooh, run away. When it all gets too heavy, run away. Just ain't ready. run away, run away. Oh, 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 no, no.
Listen to the future unfold itself. Listen to Homegrown Radio. Ekaya, my home.
Advertise your product, service, or business on Homegrown Radio. Email sales@homegrown-radio.com or WhatsApp 061 580 2531.
Homegrown Radio, brought to you by Leadership 2020. Ekaya, my home.
Now, don't run away from Homegrown Radio, the lockdown breakfast happening right now as we speak. It's exactly 9:43 on Homegrown Radio, coming to you live from the Homegrown Farm. It is me and DJ. I played you Runaway by, I'm sure they in America is called Kwaye. Kwayeta Korea, who's known as Kwaye, is a Zimbabwean singer and a songwriter based in Los Angeles, California. His songs have been featured in Netflix's Top Boy and On My Block. He also acted in the movie where he played Jacob in 2009. So that's exactly what we are talking about when we are talking about 100% African music. We are truly and honestly focusing on Africa as a homegrown radio. A lot has been said about the continent. Sometimes you will think there is nothing that is invented here in Africa. It's always like akho lutho nje eqhamuka eAfrica, yonke into iqhamuka phesheya kwezilwandle. But is that the case? Is that the case? We're gonna look at top 5 African inventions that changed the world. Some of them, they also surprised myself. For example, maths. Now, contrary to popular belief, civilization existed before Europeans discovered them. Ancient Black Egyptians created the earliest numeric system on record, and they were also the first civilization to create and solve arithmetic equations. Can you believe it? Ukuthi imaths iqalela eAfrica. So you mustn't go around saying imaths awuyazi sengathi imaths isuke nabelungu. So imaths, it was invented here in Africa, and then also arts. So but Neanderthals were not the first species to create art. In fact, the oldest known art in human history was discovered in Blombos Cave in South Africa. It consisted of 2 pieces of engraved ochre depicting abstract designs and symbols. And the third thing that was invented in Africa is writing. According to Dr. Clyde Winters in his book, The Ancient Black Civilization of Asia, the oldest known form of writing, developed between 5,000 and 3,000 before Christ in sub-Saharan Africa. This writing system has come to be known as Proto-Saharan language. Language was also invented here. Can you believe it? Yep, our Stone Age ancestors in sub-Saharan Africa were the first human species to develop a language system. A recent scientific study found that every language in the world can be traced to the dialects spoken by our African ancestors over 100,000 years ago. Hi, boo. And lastly, medicine. I mean, there's a lot here. I'm just choosing top 5, because now we're doing radio. There's a lot here. And the the fifth one is medicine. Although all civilizations had discovered how to use some form of medicine, ancient Black Egyptians invented a concrete system of medicine that involved schooling for practitioners and written documentation of the methods of healing used. And let's not forget that ancient Egyptians were also the first civilization to perform surgery. It's 9:48 on Homegrown Radio. I was just sharing with you top 5 inventions aqhamukela eAfrica. Let's play Carolina by Awila Lagomba. Love this gem.
Habaki mondongo, mwana mobaliko. Habaki mondongo, mwana mobali. Habaki mondongo, mwana mobaliko. Habaki mondongo. Tango na moni na dangwe. Kitako na yena komi kiwele wele. Carolina, mwana mama, anda na mona ye. Ngai na lula ye. Uta na mona ye. Ngana kweya ndeke go. Hey papa. See. Des véritables qui tournaient. Carolina, moi si qui t'appelle. Carolina, moi si bon zélo maman. Carolina, moi si nalela chérie. Mamouza Henry, le shogar de Bamenda, famille photo. Christian Mankou.
This is Boiti all the way from Mid City. Today is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday to her, by the way. I'd like you guys to play.
Birthday,
Homegrown Radio locked on breakfast. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah, boy, yes. That's what we're gonna do now. It's 7 minutes before 10. We're gonna wish you a happy birthday. If the 4th of May is your happy birthday, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and because I love you so much and I am wishing you a good day, I want to play you 3 songs back to back on the Lockdown Breakfast on Homegrown Radio. I am Amanda J, and I'm saying happy birthday to you. May this new year for you be the most successful one for you.
Authentic African radio swag. Fresh out the box. Homegrown Radio. Ekaya. My home.
Have you liked our social media pages? On Facebook at Homegrown Radio, Instagram homegrown.radio, Twitter at radio_homegrown.
Ekaya. My home.
Highly spiritual.
Zakrona duzu akosha unika Yepezi yeni Yepenu mediri Yemza Yemzo Deunamuna yemza Unimuze nijena bai Eko peuru kusi ya kwenye nabra Yobi ya bibi suwa chua mi hawa mi wata Misuna minte Bomi zengu Yawa bomi zengu
Africa's gift to its tribe. Homegrown Radio. Ekaya. My home.
I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. I'm talking Hennessy over conversation while we cooling on the poolside. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. I'm talking a lot of pretty girls, good music, everybody on the good vibe. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. The best things in life are free. Tell me what do you like? I hit them with a cool vibe. Yeah, free your mind, no distress. Everybody on a good vibe. Yeah. I beg, hit me with a cool vibe. I hit them with a cool vibe. A little old school feel, but it feels right. Yeah, I'm doing me in my own hype. I'd rather have fun than have no life. Yeah, coming through and I'm cool with this. Hella fun like I'm used to this. Yeah, so much love in the air right now. I could get used to this. Yeah, I'm coming from the west side. Yeah, I'm talking about the best side. Yeah, where the sun they shine and the wind they blow. No time to the look time. Yeah, will ya please give me the vibe? I don't wanna waste time. You know that I love the way it feels. I beg, hit me with a cool vibe. I'm talking Hennessy over conversation while we cooling on the poolside. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. I'm talking a lot of pretty girls, good music, everybody on a good vibe. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. The best things in life are free. Tell me what do you like?
them with a cool vibe. I hit them with a cool vibe. Yeah, free your mind, no distress. Everybody on a good vibe. Everybody on a good vibe. Yeah. I beg, hit me with a cool vibe. I go on and on, cause I'm tryna have fun till the early morning. Okay, just bounce along. We could do it anyhow, my way or your way. If you're feeling the vibe, say it loud, we here to party. If you're feeling the vibe, say it out loud, we here to party. One time, for the one time. Shout out to the DJ. It's a party here on the west side. Tell me, how do you feel? Feeling good, hella lit. All I wanna do is celebrate. Feeling good, I'm amazed. Everybody here, I beg, hit me with a cool vibe. I'm talking Hennessy over conversation while we cooling on the poolside. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. I'm talking a lot of pretty girls, good music, everybody on a good vibe. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. The best things in life are free. Tell me what do you like? Oh yeah, hit them with a cool vibe. Free your mind, no distress. Everybody on a good vibe. I beg, hit me with a cool vibe. I'm talking Hennessy over conversation while we cooling on the poolside. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. I'm talking a lot of pretty girls, good music, everybody on a good vibe. I beg, hit me with the cool vibe. The best things in life are free. Tell me what do you like? Cool vibe. Oh yeah, hit them with a cool vibe. Free your mind, no distress. Everybody on a good vibe. I beg, hit me with a cool vibe.
Homegrown Radio, Ekaya, my home.
Do you want to join Homegrown Radio? No sweat. Attend our training course offered by Leadership 2020 called I Was Born to Speak on Radio. For more information, email iwbts@leadership2020.co.za.
Homegrown Radio, brought to you by Leadership 2020. Homegrown Radio.
7 minutes after 10 on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast. It is Mandy J. I'm with you up until 11. We are having breakfast together. Thank you so much for joining me. Any scrumptious breakfast deserve company, and yours is especially appreciated. For the birthday shout-outs, we said happy birthday to people who are born today on the 4th of May in style by playing 3 songs back to back. It was Bisa, K-Day, Mansa, and also Cool Vibe by Big Cliff, and lastly Urongo. So if you don't have a birthday gift for someone who's celebrating their birthday, Urongo by Prince KB, Shimza, and Black Motion featuring Amu Fako. We are still celebrating Africa. It's a big thing for us here on Homegrown Radio. As you know, we are all about 100% fresh talent, 100% African music. So now we are looking at things that are mind-boggling. Actually, proverbs, sayings. So the first one that I'm going to start with is a bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. Like, what on earth does that mean? If you know, let me know on our social media platforms. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on the anthill is still on the ground. Kofi Kinata digress.
Obiniye manka walupa munkobi walutoma minyesi kabontobi ashade obiniye manka sama tu kofi with the prison mamulu zontoli tarado obiniye anka miyelo ni mamushishobi makama sama chile nupo minyobia wonteo Asemi, Camilo, Lima Mushishobi, Obi, Mama Munyuma Chila Nupoma, Minyobia, Mote, Adubu Yanka, Erade Yanka, Adubu Yanka, Erade Yanka. Okuyanda sustili yewu waso adakube musu we make DJ aden musu we steady midama sustili wowu shadi wando amiti wando anadida sema yadida
cheche na wale kanchi nyamadugu yado nasuni na enjumu ambe se fide sufu we fide bubu makofi mulu cruising na metra savena irade nyawa waya ya mantasi nyawanka aushade nyawa shohinu bakwe nyawanka nyawanka adumula nyawanka nyawanka irade nyawanka mama ayabobi mamu antama ayabompe ayabobi makofiati mama ayabobi mamu antama ayabompe ayabobi makofiati mama walai mamenye wa mama kani na chira wa wala mamenye wa mama kani na chira wa wala senye binoyo sebo binoyo sambo binoyo oya semo ashiye ya na yele Shamyo tanfuni di binyimno intokono mputi paka musru nanso tanfuni yankura ya musume yankuno baba beti masam no di mulbokono ufinyi pande owa ha di fiabusian ucha yendo wa nyawanka digi dumula nyawanka.
Believe in the potential. Believe in you. Homegrown Radio. Ekaya. My home.
Have something to say? Send us a voice note or a WhatsApp message on 061 580 2531. 061 580 2531.
Africa's gift to its tribe. Homegrown Radio. Ekaya. My home.
So this is quite interesting because I still don't know what this proverb means. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. All right, let's move on to the second one. So definitely let us know what that means. You can find us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Insta. And let us know what are they saying here. It's three of them, really. I thought, no, these are just mind-boggling. Somebody's got to help me out. The second one is, he that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. He that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. Yeah, I think maybe I might understand this one. I think it's like when you encouraging a mad person to do something mad, then the two of you are the same. I think it's like when they say, when someone walks past your house and then they start swearing at you, whoever is walking past by will say, those two people are mad. I think that's what it means. What do you think? Let me know. It's 14 minutes after 10 on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast. I am Mandy J. I am with you up until 11 because breakfast is now bigger and better. So that's how we're dishing it. That's from 8 to 11 on Homegrown Radio, all the way from the Centurion Farm. Good morning to you. How are you doing? My favorite is up next, Mobiazo Sabela.
Oh yeah, Oh yami nikabaningi inkinga nethezekani engisazowenza impela kuningi ningi Zumba, 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 oh, zumba. Zumba, 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 oh, zumba. Zumba, 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 oh, mama, zumba, 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 zumba.
Unfold itself. Listen to Homegrown Radio. Ekaya, my home.
Homegrown Radio Lockdown Breakfast, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Shuffle and hustle on Homegrown Radio. Ekaya, my home.
Don't miss a show. Catch our previous shows on our Facebook page at Homegrown Radio.
Ekaya, my home.
Homegrown Radio.
Help is upon us. Help is upon us. It's 18 minutes after 10 on Homegrown Radio on the Lockdown Breakfast with myself, Mandy J. Before my favorite there, I was reading. I said I came across these three proverbs. Now proverbs, they are words of wisdom. And the second one that I read was, he that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. And what this one means is that you are who you surround yourself with the majority of the time. Be careful who you support and who you allow in your personal circles. Don't support things you do not believe in, no matter what the reward or compensation is. I think it's exactly what I was saying. If you encourage or support madness, now we are equally made. So we still have a homework, a bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. That's our homework for now. Let's go to the third one. It says, where water is the boss, there the land must obey. Where water is the boss, there the land must obey. I think it's like, you know what, if when you've got something better, I don't know, you are the boss. Yeah. I think it's like that song that Mreki. Yeah, that if you are Mreki, they must respect you. You are the boss. But let me know what you think these proverbs mean. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. And the other one, the last one, is where water is the boss, there the land must obey. So let me know what these ones mean. It's 20 past minutes after 10 on Homegrown Radio. It is the Lockdown Breakfast up until 11. It's a new addition to the menu. You know, we usually have the eggs, the mai, the bacon, the boerewors, but now we've added some more because it's Africa Month. First edition. It's the redemption song by Bob Marley on the Lockdown Breakfast. Good morning to you. How are you feeling? It's 21 minutes after 10. I am Mandy J.
Yes, they rob by, sold into the merchant ships. Minutes of a day to guide from the bottomless pit, but my aim was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help the sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Number two ourselves can free our mind. I've no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. Allah shall kill our prophets while we stand aside and look. Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you ask the sin? These songs of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Number two ourselves can free our mind. Whoa, I've no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop off the time. Allah shall kill our prophets while we stand aside and look. Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you ask the same? Jesus of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption song, all I ever had. Redemption song, songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
Oh man, that's Bob Marley, the redemption song on a Tuesday. It's a beautiful Tuesday here. It's hard to believe that winter is upon us here in Gauteng. Yeah, it is cold at night, in the morning, but definitely for now we are experiencing the sun, and we are very much appreciative of that. Jackets are off and the sun is out. So we have some homework. We were looking at the Proverbs, 3 of them. You know, I came across this and I thought, wow, these are so mind-boggling. I can't even guess what is it. The first one is: a bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. Like, this one we got an answer for. He that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. Ne? And then this one is, where water is the boss, there the land must obey. Yeah, so that's what's going on. We want to find out, what does this mean? Do you know what it means? Let us know on our WhatsApp number or on our social media platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Insta. Because remember, these proverbs, they're not just for fun. They are for empowerment. They make you see things. You do believe that? I believe it. I believe it. When we come back, we're going to talk about the most powerful women in Africa and what can we do, or rather, what can we learn from them? Ne? Says Figile, Attila, let's go.
This homegrown radio station was born out of a Leadership 2020 radio training program called I Was Born to Speak on Radio, a 10-part training program designed to build, develop, and mentor new talent. During lockdown 2020, radio enthusiasts responded, stood up, and said, I want my talent to be developed, and joined a dynamic radio training program held online. Today, they are on-air personalities and co-founders of their own radio station, Homegrown Radio. Watch the future unfold itself. Follow Homegrown Radio. If you want to join the radio training program, visit www.leadership2020.co.za and register today.
Hi, my name is Sandila Blackheart, a graduate of I Was Born to Speak on Radio training course. In the past 8 weeks, I have learned the amazing thing when it comes to radio. I kind of knew radio from a listener's point of view, but in this course, I got to learn the behind the scene of radio. So if you want to know how scripting for a radio show works, how programming a lineup works, how to find your voice in the space of radio, I suggest you join the I Was Born to Speak on Radio course, and you'll never regret it. It's the best decision that I've made for my life, and trust me, in the next coming years, you will get to hear the name Sandila Blackheart, and it will be because of I Was Born to Speak on Radio. So if you want to be a radio giant, a radio king, a radio queen in the future, my suggestion is sign up for I Was Born to Speak on Radio training course. My name is Sandila Blackheart.
Shuffle and hustle on Homegrown Radio. Ekaya, my home.
Great stuff on Homegrown Radio on the lockdown breakfast. That is Alaska saying Zimbiri. You would swear the song says Wuzala Alala, but that's not what it says. We are looking at what are we looking at? On this breakfast show called Lockdown. We are looking at top 5 most powerful women in Africa. That is according to Forbes. Ngiyayisusa. Angifuni uthi. Ngiyayiqhathulula. What caught my eye was Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie from Nigeria. She caught the world's attention with her novel Purple Hibiscus and Half of a Yellow Sun, which was released to great critical acclaim in 2003 and 2006. Purple Hibiscus was longlisted to the Man Booker, which is one of the most prominent global literary awards. Meanwhile, Half of a Yellow Sun was in 2013 and adapted into a film starring Chiwetel Ejiofor, Tandy Newton, Anika Noni Rose, and John Boyega. However, it was her 2014 essay, We Should All Be Feminist, that truly cemented her place as a prominent thinker and voice changer. Ha! Just imagine an essay. The whole essay makes you a most popular and powerful woman in Africa. No, it's just a breakfast joke. Anyway, Aya Chebit from Tunisia is a blogger and activist from Tunisia. She rose to prominence in 2010 when she joined others in protesting for political change in her country. The protest in Tunisia sparked similar revolutions across the Arab world, a historic political moment that is now known as the Arab Spring. As a result of her activism and ability to use social media to inspire change, she has founded multiple platforms that promote intergenerational leadership in Africa. 21 minutes before 11, we are chatting here about top 5 ladies in Africa that made history and are powerful in their regard, so that we learn something. The third one will be Lupita Nyong'o from Kenya. When Lupita Nyong'o won the Oscars for Best Supporting Actress in 2014 for her performance in 12 Years a Slave, it was not just a star being born, it also inspired a movement of self-love and of celebrating being unique. Dark with natural hair that she does not process or wear a weave over, Young spoke passionately about beauty, in particular being very dark and not rejecting yourself. I love that because I keep natural hair. People always say comb. I don't know what they're talking about. Comb your hair. I don't know what the stress is all about. The other one is Lyra. Lyra, who's a South African singer. Love it to bits. Love her music. Maybe I should play some Lyra. Now, Lyra says, I would never have guessed that my first job... what was Lyra's first job now? She says, I never would have guessed that my first job out of school would be so powerful in and of itself, and that it would propel me to be such an image of hope in the same way that the women of the color people were to me, she said in her speech. I think this beat is meant for Young. Yeah, it's definitely meant for Young. But let's look at Lyra, who's a South African singer. Yeah. So Lyra made history as the first African Barbie doll. She's also recognized as the top most powerful woman, because she's also a musician. So she also made history here as the first African Barbie doll. So it's like now representa umuntu ophilayo. The other one, the number one here, we've got Bonang Mateba. She is our number one, but let's read more about her when we come back from Lala Ngokolo we Army Fago featuring MT. It's the Lockdown Breakfast on Homegrown Radio. Good morning, how are you doing? It's 42 minutes after 10 o'clock. We are really headed for 11 o'clock. There is no escaping that. The morning is progressing.
Was born out of a Leadership 2020 radio training program called I Was Was Born to Speak on Radio, a 10-part training program designed to build, develop, and mentor new talent. During lockdown 2020, radio enthusiasts responded, stood up, and said, I want my talent to be developed, and joined a dynamic radio training program held online. Today, they are on-air personalities and co-founders of their own radio station, Homegrown Radio. Watch the future unfold itself. Follow Homegrown Radio. If you want to join the radio training program, visit www.leadership2020.co.za and register today.
Hi, my name is Sambagazi Mvogwenlu, also known as Thames, and I am a proud product of the 8-week program called I Was Born to Speak on Radio. So I'm inculcating the youth to come and join it for exposure, experience, and also taking it to greater heights. When it comes to benefits when joining this program, it boosts your self-esteem, confidence, as well as experience, and it also allows you the platform to rub shoulders with the doyens and prodigies of radio. And by so doing, you suck more information, knowledge, as well as popularity. For more information, do make sure to email iwbts@leadership2020.co.za.
Homegrown Radio, brought to you by Leadership 2020. Ekaya, my home.
I like you, Genevieve. I think that she's so sweet. And Nadia Buhari, cause you know the drink I read. It's not about you, know. You cannot play me, though. I wanna have them all. I know it's wrong, but the truth is that I'm just an Oliver. Just an Oliver. See, I'm just an Oliver. I'm just an Oliver. You got a secret, but I think I know it. You wanna let it out, but they go call you Ashi. You like to do it, do the I know you like the bunch, and you like the jazzy. You like it too, Baba, and you like Pali Pupa, and I know you love Trey songs, but you know the singing song. I thought as much, you know. I do not blame you though. You wanna have them all. You know it's wrong, but the truth is that you're just an Oliver. Oliver, Oliver, you just an Oliver. Oliver, Oliver, you just an Oliver. Oliver, Oliver, you just an Oliver. Liberty, liberty, labata, labata, labata. We liberty, liberty, liberty. Hey, why you come there shake it, bum bum? When you know say you know get it, bum bum. Hey, oh yeah, shake it, bum bum. Cause for this bed, you must need the bum bum, shake it, bum bum. You must need the bum bum, shake it, bum bum, bum bum. You must need the bum bum, so the don don. You must need the gong gong, hold the don don. You must need the gong gong, so the don don. Need the gong gong. You must need the gong gong, so the don don. Need the gong gong. Oh, the don don.
I love it when the bunch Oliver Twist says you must shake the bum bum. Now, us African ladies, we've definitely have some bam bam, and nothing to be ashamed of there. We were looking at or celebrating top 5 most powerful women in Africa as per Forbes, and the first one now is Bonang Matheba, South Africa. We wrap our that segment with that Bonang Matheba in from South Africa. A lot of people will say Bonang, Twitter Bonang, social media and things like that, but she is an in-demand MC presenter, speaker and entrepreneur whose luxury beverage brand, the House of B&G, produces sparkling wine. Being a powerful woman, Matheba tells Forbes, means that you create your own narrative. It means that you are strong enough to make your own decisions, to be free and to be and to break the status quo that people have set up for women. For Matheba, being a powerful woman also means using her voice to champion access to quality education, inspired by historic #fees must fall protest that swept across South Africa universities in 2017. The protest saw university students demand an end to high cost of university education. So also Matheba launched the Bonang Matheba Bursary Fund in 2017 to help educate girls by paying for their tuition fees, stationery and accommodation for those who are in tertiary institutions. As well as her fund, Matheba has also addressed the United Nations on the importance of prioritizing girls' education and has lent her voice in support to Global Citizens campaign. Matheba was also one of the co-host of the historic Global Citizen Festival Mandela 100s that was held in Johannesburg on December 2, 2018. So that's how we wrap our segment today on Africa's most powerful women. That's the top 5 that we did for our talking segment. #make love to Africa. So that's how we've made love to Africa. We have talked about what is it exactly that we should eat, for the Africa. So we've introduced Africa, the African month, Africa, the continent, as we are talking about it. And as the show progresses, we will engage further on that. Everything we've done for Africa this morning. Black Motion featuring Afro Traction and Moti. Good morning. How are you feeling? How are you doing with your morning? Have you accomplished whatever that you wanted to accomplish? It is 6 minutes before 11. My bags are packed. They are outside by the door. I'm ready to leave, but before I do that, I will definitely engage with the perspective to hear what is it that they have on offer for us from 11 to 1 o'clock. Good morning.
Everything you need, darling. Looking for you tonight. When I'm looking for you tonight. When I'm you think
tend to agree. Yonke into oyidingayo uzoyithola la Homegrown Radio. We locked down breakfast and definitely Nagu perspective 3 minutes before 11 we are wrapping up the lockdown breakfast and we have Vuyisile, what's cooking we perspective.
So today we are talking about alcohol abuse. The question that we're asking is, are we a generation of young people who use alcohol to be able to function? So I know a lot of people would say, Guti, Bona, they just need itotinyana for them to function well. So that's what we are going to talk about today.
Bona, what do you need to function?
I just need my energy then. Fine. I just need prayer and my energy, then I can function.
So you don't need alcohol?
No, I don't.
So manje why you about to be alcohol?
Because we saw Guti, like a lot of people have been talking about that. What do you need to function?
Mina?
Yes.
Oh, it's water.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Water and ne smoothie. Gas smart.
Okay.
Ne smoothies, gas smart. Yeah, but I'll tune in.
Please do.
I want to hear, and I saw good in a poll lappa we Insta.
Yeah, the question that we're asking is, are you like, do you need alcohol to function?
And so far so good, how's that going?
A lot of people are saying no so far.
Okay, all right. Let's see how it's going to end up or finish rather at 1 o'clock when Vuyisile and Lebolanga they take it from now up until 1. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. Really, really appreciate that. It is the wrap for the lockdown breakfast. Good morning to you. How are you doing? 11 o'clock is still breakfast time, so do enjoy your morning. Make sure that you are productive, and
yes.
I'm not sure whether you should take alcohol or not.
No, don't. It's a Tuesday morning.
Don't. Vuyisile says don't take alcohol.
Coffee, so at least.
Vuyisile says coffee. Vuyisile says coffee, so take coffee. I say take green tea, take water, take green smoothie, something like that.
Mara, we are not on a fitness journey anymore.
No, but we are on a wellness health.
You are forcing us in.
Bona, I'm off. Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Believe in the potential. Believe in you. Homegrown Radio. Ekahaya. My home.
Homegrown Radio Lockdown Breakfast, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okungahlangana nawe sithandwa sami sezeyaphola inhliziyo yami. Okungahlangana nawe sithandwa sami sezeyaphola inhliziyo yami. Nakuwe ngicela amagweda ubokhumbula ukuthi nami nginayo inhliziyo. Nakuwe ngicela amagweda ubokhumbula ukuthi nami nginayo inhliziyo. Yeah, ngicela ukuthi nakuwe dali, noma kutheni ngisho noma njani, ngeke ungijikele. Ngicela ukuthi nakuwe dali, noma kutheni ngisho noma njani.